Hi, everybody, and welcome back. It's Friday, the Friday before the Labor Day weekend, which has really started for a whole lot of intents and purposes. We hope you're going to have a beautiful Heritage Day and Labor Day weekend in front of you. Weather-wise, things have dried up a little more for the weekend. They've also heated up a little more for the weekend. Definitely a whole lot of things to see and do, especially in McGoffin County. So come on over and check it out. The Miss McGoffin County pageant tonight, the big parade tomorrow. I'll go over briefly your schedule of events thereafter in just a few moments, but you can only see it all if you come and take it all in. Headlines tonight will include, and I'm already skeptical of the fact that I'll be able to work in all that I could and have to show tonight. We will go back to Miss Teen, at least show the awards ceremony. I've got the 4-H Pet Show. We couldn't miss that. It's an annual treat and event, and we'll talk with a few of the blue ribbon winners. Also, a report today about an Eastern Kentucky cardiologist that will be familiar to a lot of folks in our viewing area, and a serious coal truck accident in the early morning hours, and maybe some other headlines, like I say, should I have time to work them in. We'll get to our Heritage Day Festival coverage in just a few moments, but first let's go to that initial report about an Ashland cardiologist who has been indicted for performing and billing for medically unnecessary heart procedures. When I say the name, I have a great confidence that a lot of folks are going to be very familiar with 68-year-old Dr. Richard E. Paulus, because he has performed, I know from family and friends, close proximity to me, a lot of procedures on a whole lot of folks in the viewing area. And in fact, it appears as though for a period of time, he was performing more procedures than anyone in the state and sometimes in the nation in regards to physicians in his field. But a federal grand jury has returned a 27-count indictment charging this Ashland cardiologist with performing unnecessary cardiac stent procedures in hundreds of patients as part of a scheme to defraud Medicare, Medicaid, and other insurers. Dr. Paulus was indicted yesterday on 1 count of healthcare fraud and 26 counts of making false statements relating to healthcare matters. The indictment alleges that Dr. Paulus devised a scheme to defraud and obtain money from Medicare, Medicaid, and other insurers, a scheme that took place from at least, they say, July of 2008, when Paulus sold his cardiology practice to King's Daughters Medical Center, until July of 2013, when he retired. And it also alleges that during that time period, he performed more stent placement procedures than any cardiologist in Kentucky, and at times more than any cardiologist in the United States. As alleged, Paulus performed and billed for medically unnecessary cardiac stent procedures on hundreds of his patients. His arraignment is set for September the 24th. If he's convicted, he faces a maximum of 10 years in prison on the healthcare fraud count and a maximum of 5 years in prison on the making false statements counts. The United States has also filed a parallel civil complaint against Dr. Paulus alleging violations of the False Claims Act, which prohibits a person from causing the submission of false or fraudulent bills to the federal government, including federal health care programs like Medicare and Medicaid. And similar to the indictment, the United States' False Claims Act complaint alleges that Paulus knowingly caused hundreds of false or fraudulent claims, seeking payment for medically unnecessary cardiac stent procedures to be submitted to Medicare and Medicaid. And back in May of last year, King's Daughters agreed to pay the United States nearly $41 million, $40,900,000, to resolve claims that it was liable under the False Claims Act for billing the government for unnecessary cardiac procedures performed by its cardiologists, including Paulus. If found liable under the False Claims Act, Paulus also will be required to pay back 3 times the amount of loss he caused the Medicare and Medicaid programs as a result of the false or fraudulent claims, plus penalties of $5,500 to $11,000 per false claim. Going to be a specific order as far as headlines are concerned tonight. We'll have coverage of that coal truck accident in just a few moments. Right now, let's go ahead and forward on over to Heritage Days, Miss Teen a little bit later, but right now, let me take you to the annual 4-H Pet Show, an event that always draws a large crowd, a large number of animals, and a little bit of everything. And we'll pick it up with 3rd place in the kitty contest.
Lives to 1097, which is Mason and Stash. Okay, then we have 2nd place, which goes to Michaela and Jill. And we have 3rd place, which is Avery and Noah.
Next was the puppy category, and by my count, 11 contestants in the puppy category, always one of the largest, and who doesn't love puppies, right? And 3rd place was a tie between Jax and Bella. Buddy
took second place, and first place went to Scout.
Okay, congratulations, guys. Thank you.
8 dogs made their way on stage for the next category. Everything from Johnny Cash from South McGoffin Elementary, the deputy mayor of Sagersville, and all sorts of cute and unique breeds and faces and personalities. Third place went to Johnny Cash. Second place was a tie between Buddy and Annabelle. And first place went to Little Lacey, a black Shih Tzu. And in the costume category, everything from ballerinas to bumblebees to UK football players to cowboy cats to Superman, Batman, and more. Third place went to Stash, the cowboy cat. Second place went to Johnny Cash. And first place went to Lacey again. And if you're keeping track, that's the second of her awards this far.
Thank you.
The crowd favorite is always the most unusual pet category, and this time there were some super fuzzy bunnies. A hermit crab that's coming up on 5 years of age. I didn't know they did that, at least not in my house. Other bunnies, Rocky the leash-trained chicken, Lola the ferret, all making a great appearance on stage, and one super fuzzy first-place finisher. With third place going to Jill the rabbit, and a three-way tie for second between Lola the ferret, Rocky the chicken, and Hermie the crab. And that means that first place went to Ashlyn Reisner with Fuzzy, well, I'll let her tell you.
Fuzzy Face Francesca.
Fuzzy Face Francesca. Tell me everything you can tell me about Fuzzy Face Francesca. Where'd she come from? How long you had her? What do you like about her? Tell me anything you want to tell me.
I had her since my birthday.
So she was a birthday gift?
Where does she stay? She stays in the bathroom.
She stays where?
She stays in the cage.
Oh, in a cage? Oh, okay. What did you think about the pet show?
I liked it.
And what's not to like, with 2 big awards, 2 adorable faces, and 1 very fuzzy one at that. When it came to best trick, well, you had 2-year-old Izzy, who tied for second place with Buddy, the dancing bandana-wearing dog. Third place went to Annabelle. Annabelle was more cute than she was interested in showing her skills at the right time, I guess. And then first place went to Buddy. Buddy has fetch down to a science. And then it was time for the coveted Best of Show, where all the blue ribbon first place winners took to the stage, where the judges viewed them once more and then made a final decision on who indeed received the top award, for which there was 2.
Fuzzy Face Francesca gets our reserve ribbon. And Lacey is our Best of Show winner.
And if you're keeping tabs, that is 3, count them 3, blue ribbons, counting the coveted Best of Show top honors for Lacey the Shih Tzu. Tell me your name and her name.
I'm Destiny Compton, and this is Lacey.
Tell me everything you can about Lacey.
She is a Shih Tzu. She likes to play, go on hikes. She loves her tummy rubs. She's a really good dog. She listens to everything I say. And I couldn't wish for a better dog.
And with that, another perfect 4-H pet show is history. Until next year. But between now and then, the 4-H program and our local 4-H agent says they've got a lot going on.
It was a really good turnout this year. We had a really great show. We had all kinds of kittens and puppies and dogs. And of course, the most unusual guys showed up too, with a hermit crab and a ferret and a couple of rabbits as well. So it was pretty good. We're getting ready to start back into schools. We're going to get our school clubs going. And of course, we got a couple of conferences coming up for the teens. So if anybody's interested, just give me a call.
And that brings me to a great place to take a break. Miss Teen coverage saying goodbye to our former Miss Teen and hello to a new one is still to come with other headlines. I'll be right back. To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband.
There was an early morning crash involving a coal truck. It happened in McGoffin County. The driver of that truck did not receive any serious injuries, which is kind of miraculous and hard to believe after seeing the footage of the wreckage.
That coal truck crash was actually one of two that happened in a span of only hours, and since I saw you last, the first was actually around 9 o'clock last night on Burning Fork near the Birch Branch area. A female driver of this vehicle told authorities that a large deer jumped in front of her vehicle running across the road, causing her to lose control. She went into a ditch, as you can see here, the passenger side, making serious contact with the earth embankment. She was the only occupant of the vehicle. She was the driver. We're also told that she was wearing her seatbelt and was out upon arrival of emergency personnel. She was taken to an area hospital for just evaluation for what we believe was to be minor and non-life-threatening injuries. But later, and actually early this morning, in a very thick cover of fog, a single vehicle crash involving this coal truck happened in the Elk Creek area between Combs Branch and Judge Williams Road, and it would tie up traffic in that area and result in a detour for hours. Under a blanket of heavy fog, the driver of this truck, owned by a local company, dropped off the road in a curve, and once the trailer did so, there was no chance of getting the big rig back onto the pavement. The trailer, as you can see, did go off of the road and over the embankment. The tractor was stopped actually by two large poplar trees. Even though they did crush the cab, one was uprooted in the process. They also did keep the vehicle from possibly rolling over the embankment. The driver was out upon arrival, had some cuts, scratches, and bruises, but otherwise received only minor injuries. Considering the collision, that's a pretty good thing to say. Now, rescue personnel and other EMS and law enforcement were all on scene at about 10 o'clock this morning. Detours had to be set up there at the mouth of Elk Creek there at the BP and then 3334 to get everyone around. Foothills also had to come on scene to remove a tree that had been pushed over into their utility lines. And then, of course, for the wrecker to remove the vehicle, it took several hours before the roadway could be cleared and safe for normal travel.
A lot of news to come, a lot of it about Heritage Days. Right now, your McGoffin Farm Bureau sponsored community calendar. A couple of reminders for the holiday weekend.
We'll make our way through our calendar tonight pretty quickly. The Kearney Free Will Baptist Church has a reminder, no picking and grinning this Saturday because it's Happy Heritage and Labor Day weekend. They hope you have a safe and wonderful weekend. They'll be picking and grinning before you know it. The first annual horse show, sponsored by the Middle Fork Fire Department, is tomorrow evening at 6 on Liberty Road in West Liberty, down past Browns Ford. A whole lot of classes, concessions, and a whole lot of fun and a great cause. Call 349-3835 if you need any information about classes, the location, or anything else. And since I won't be seeing you between now and then, the first 2.5-hour workshop, there are going to be 6 of them once a week for 6 weeks, is Tuesday at 1 o'clock at the McGoffin County Senior Citizen Center. If you're 60 and better with an ongoing health condition such as diabetes, they hope you'll be there at the McGoffin County Senior Citizen Center. That is Tuesday at 1. The Kentucky Blood Center Bloodmobile will be here for the next blood drive behind the Sayersville Subway there at the medical building. That's Wednesday, 12:30 till 5. And that's almost it. Well, that's it for calendar announcements. I've got some more, though. First, let me say this. If you've got a birthday, anniversary, or a calendar announcement, well, this is how you get on the program. And remember, you can always catch the program a little later on yournewstoday.com. A quick reminder about the rest of the events for your Heritage Days Festival. Of course, Miss McGoffin County starts tonight at 8:30. The craft booths inside the community center are open tomorrow from 8 till 6. I have not made it in there yet. I am told they are awesome, and there's a bunch of them. The Kiwanis 5K starts early in the morning at 9 at the Catholic Church, and the Heritage Day Parade will start at 1. They'll start to line up at noon at the normal locations, the McGoffin County Funeral Home, Joy Global, and they'll start to close downtown right around noon. And a reminder, there's no off-road vehicles in the parade. And another reminder, the big street dance tomorrow night at 8 in the downtown streets of Sayersville, right under the red light, or close to it. And church services at the Pioneer Village Church in honor and memory of Buster Blanton will be the final thing on the schedule. And for the festival officially, they'll start 10 o'clock Sunday morning. Lastly, a reminder about services to be held in honor of 61-year-old Mary Sue Hunley Anderson of Sayersville, who passed away on Thursday of this week. She's survived by her daughter, Candy Reed, brother Gary Hunley, and sisters Ruth Ann Miller, Rita Harmon, Wanda Witt, and Sharon K. Phillips. Services have been set for 2 o'clock this Sunday afternoon at the McGoffin County Funeral Home Chapel. Visitation will continue for the rest of this evening, all day tomorrow, and up until services. To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband.
I'll take you to the Miss Teen pageant in just a second. Before we do that, since I'm going to go out on that note tonight, here is your Licking Valley RECC forecast. I think it's safe to say it's warmer and drier than last.
That being just the last 24 hours, the forecast since I saw you last, where we had a little more of a chance of showers and storms in your weekend forecast. Not so much right now. We do have 62 degrees. That would mean that we'll fall 30 degrees from right where I'm at right now at the 6 o'clock hour. Yeah, I'm still holding at 92 outside the studio, but we will fall back to 92. We'll do so under partly cloudy skies tonight with a low, like I said, in the low 60s. No, not as much fog tonight. I'm not expecting as compared to last night and this morning. I think we'll start off tomorrow, eventually hitting mostly sunny skies. We'll start off in the low 60s and hit the upper 80s again. A lot of us are going to see 90 degrees, and it's certainly going to feel that way. We do have a chance, now only a 10% chance, of some isolated showers and thunderstorms, and right now that looks to be mainly after 4 on your Saturday and mainly before 7 Saturday night. So 4 to 7 is now the window. It's moved up a little bit. Sunday, mostly sunny, no fog to start off, I don't think. 88, calm wind, partly cloudy that night with a low in the mid-60 range, right at 66. So definitely sunny and dry. Hot and humid. You can also say it that way. Labor Day Monday looks as though we'll have more sunshine above, more upper 80s, flirting with 90s for a lot of us. A low of 67, mostly sunny, partly cloudy late, just hot and dry across the board for your entire weekend and holiday weekend as well. We'll come back to work under upper 80s, mostly sunny, and around 87 on your Tuesday, and still dry, I think, in the upper 60s for nighttime lows. By Wednesday of next week, we start to have another front that'll work its way in, start to give us a chance of some showers to the tune of 20% Wednesday, 40% by Thursday, and temperatures are going to fall thereafter as we get closer to fall. Now it's time to hit the go button on coverage from last night's Miss Teen Magoffin County pageant. We'll pick it up just moments before the awards ceremony, where it was a night that 8 lovely ladies were searching and hoping, been buying, and competing for the title and crown of Miss Teen Magoffin County, those being Allie Russell, Tyria Fletcher, Whitney Fletcher, Brittany Collins, Jonah Morrison, Lakin Howard, Olivia Gibson, whose name I completely mispronounced last night, with my apologies, Olivia. I think she's got other things on her mind tonight, and Alex Tommy.
Makeup, you always make everything so perfect, and I could never.
A night that would all come down to one lady and one crown. Of course, it couldn't be a night without saying goodbye to our former Miss Teen Magoffin County, Brianna Abels, who graciously took the stage one last time just before the People's Choice Award would be the first given of the night.
This award goes to contestant number 6, Lakin Howard.
All right, the next award is Miss Congeniality. This award is voted on by the contestants. This award goes to contestant number 7, Olivia Gibson.
We have actually added a new award this year. All of our girls work so hard. Anything that I ask, they're there. They stand in the road, they burn up in the sun, they sold tickets, they made deep fried strawberry shortcakes, deep fried devils, we made strawberry daiquiris. We just had a blast at Community Day. And this award is actually called the MVP Award. And this award is voted on by the committee because we see all the girls and we see how hard they work. And this year, our very first winner of this award goes to contestant number 3, Whitney Fletcher. Oh, Brandon's opening envelopes. All right, here we go. The big awards. The next award is the interview award. This category, again, was worth 40 points. This award goes to contestant number 7, Olivia Gibson.
All right. The next award is the Sportswear Award. This goes to the girl who the judges felt presented herself and her sportswear very well on stage. This award goes to contestant number 1, Allie Russell. Okay. And now, we are ready for the runners-up and the winner. Now we have the second runner-up. She will receive a trophy, flowers, and a cash award. The second runner-up is contestant number 3, Miss Whitney Fletcher.
The next award is a very important award. First runner-up. If the new Miss Teen, for any reason, cannot fulfill her duties, the first runner-up will take the crown. And the first runner-up will receive a trophy, flowers, and a cash award. The first runner-up is contestant number 1, Allie Russell. Allie. Come over here on this side. There you go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Your Miss Teen will also receive a crown, a trophy, and a cash award. But, I was thinking, I'm not sure. We got to talk about this for a second. Come on, we got to talk about this. Well, what do you think?
I try not to from time to time, but I think, yeah.
Okay, I think so too. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, your new Miss Teen McGoffin County is... Oh, God, it's stuck. Sorry. We're going to have to do it all over again. All over. All over again. Here we go. All over. Drum roll, please.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Oh, God. Let's make a deal. Contestant number 7, Olivia Gibson.
All right. We would like to thank everyone for being here tonight. Please come back for tomorrow's Miss McGoffin pageant. Be safe driving home. Have your pets.
And a reminder, the Miss McGoffin County pageant starts at 8:30 tonight. A lot of food, a great evening in store. No reasons not to go.
And that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Once again, a sincere wish that you have a wonderful, joyous, and above all, safe Heritage Day and Labor Day weekend. We'll see you back here on Tuesday night with Miss McGoffin and I'm sure other coverage from over the course of the weekend and news that you'll only see with me. Good night, have a good weekend, and thanks for watching.